blockchain, a platform piloted digital asset management academy, where future of technology is demystified bit by bit. Now, today's episode, of course, I would describe it as a must watch for everyone serious about protecting their digital fortune. With billions lost to cyber hacks and wallet thefts, there is one question to ask. How do you really keep your crypto safe? Now, joining us to talk about this is a powerhouse in the digital space, Mrs. Shifra Poloma, known across the blockchain space as Digital Mama, our Digital Mama. Uh, she is a crypto strategist and a top Dama instructor. You're welcome, ma.
Thank you, Dochuku, for having me today.
All right, last time we talked about factors to consider before venturing into crypto trade. So, could you give us a recap of what we discussed earlier before we now talk about how to safeguard this digital fortune?
Yeah, thank you for having us in Dama Academy today once again. As a recap of what we did last week, the factors that we considered when buying your first crypto is one of the things we considered was the market capitalization, meaning you have to find out if you really, if you are in this game to get value for your investment, you should first of all look at the market capitalization. That is the entire volume of investments that is made on that very particular asset that you want to buy. Because the lower the market capitalization, the more value you get, because we looked at if you are investing, for example, in the first crypto, that's Bitcoin. It is already in trillions. So for it to even make twice your investment might not be forthcoming soon. And then another one that we looked at is that one has to find out more information about that very particular asset that one wants to venture into by checking their website, all their social media handles. They tell you well about that very particular token. We equally looked at the utility. That is, what is this very particular asset coming to solve for humanity? Is it coming to solve a health, the health industry? Is it the insurance industry? Is it the estate management industry? And what have you? So the utility of what you're venturing into should determine. You don't just enter any shit coin on the market like that, and then you end up being rocked. So this, among many others, are part of what we looked at in the last series that we had. Thank you.
All right. Now we have bought cryptocurrencies. Let's look into the safeguard or the security of these digital currencies. What is the safest type of wallet to store your crypto assets?
Good. The safest wallet to keep or to hold your assets in this space is what we call the hardware wallet. The hardware wallet. Why do I say hardware wallet? The hardware wallet is more secure because it is kept offline. And there's physical security because you are the one holding this wallet in your hand. It comes in, it could be a chip or a device a little device like that, that sometimes it looks like what we call our USB. Sometimes it looks like that. So it is something that you hold offline, and it stores your private key offline, not online. And then so it makes it very less vulnerable to cyber attacks or hacking. And then you have physical security of this very particular hardware, because you keep it, you hold it yourself, you store it yourself. And then these hardware wallets are encrypted. They use advanced method of encryption to protect your private keys. So your private keys is not is less vulnerable to cyber attacks. And then it has a secure chip. Just like when you have your ATM card, there's that gold chip at the back. The same thing, this hardware wallet has a chip as well. And this chip makes it more secure, highly secure for attacks. And then I'll give us the most popular hardware wallets, two of them that one can lay hold of, but you have to buy them anyway. We have what we call the Ledger, which is one of the most popular that we have. This very particular Ledger wallet is a well-known hardware in the crypto space. The brand offers a range of products, including Ledger Nano S and Ledger Nano X. These are just the differences between the wallets. Just like maybe you have your debit card, credit card, like that. And then we have another type of wallet that we have is called Trezor, another popular one. This brand offers advanced security features, and it supports multiple cryptocurrencies, not just one. On the overall,
What did you call it now? Trezor.
Trezor, Trezor. This very particular wallet supports multiple cryptocurrencies, so different types of cryptocurrencies. So we have a lot of them in the market. And the benefit, like I said earlier, is that it is the security, the hardware that this very particular hardware wallets provide. They are extremely secure to use, to keep your crypto assets safe. And they are very easy to use. Just like your ATM card, you can go to the ATM machine, slot it the same way with the hardware wallet as well. And it is compatible, meaning you can use it often without, challenges of serious software wallet challenges that we have in the market. So by using a hardware wallet, you can significantly reduce the risk of your assets being stolen or being compromised. Why? Because this hardware wallet, as we say, it is hard. Just like we have a hard copy of maybe a letter, and then the soft copy. The soft copy is normally online, whereas the hard copy is what you hold and save by yourself. Thank you.
Right, interesting. Now, you talked about private keys, seed, or should I say seed phrase or private keys on your phone or online. First of all, tell us about these private keys. Are they codes or numbers or what?
Your private or seed phrase, in most cases, the seed phrase comes as in phrases, just a combination of words. Is a word. The words they could be 12-word phrase or 24, as the case may be. So these ones are generated when you are creating your wallet. It generates that very particular seed phrase for you. And obviously, it is dangerous for you to keep these phrases online. I will share my example sometime when I came into this space in 2016, 2017. I was storing my seed phrases in my phone, in the notebook on my phone. And sometime in 2018, my phone was stolen. When my phone was stolen, I lost every data that I had on that phone completely, including my seed phrases, my passwords, and name it. And simply because I was not, properly, I didn't get enough knowledge. I didn't have that education that we are now giving in Dama Academy. After that incident, because it's something that really touched me, till today I've not been able to recover because I lost the assets that I had completely till today because I can't access them. Yes. And that is the danger of storing your seed phrases and your private keys. The private keys sometimes are a combination of alphabets. They could be alphanumerical or alphabets. Sometimes it doesn't come in a certain order. It's mixed up. So all these things, it is advisable for one to have a diary, a private diary that you will store just as you store your hard wallet. You will store it safe and keep it safe. So as far as you are concerned, your phone and online storage can be hacked. But your diary that you scribble your seed phrase and store your seed phrase and your private keys cannot be hacked except if it is you that gives it out. The security risks involved in storage of your seed phrase and your private keys online. There could be a malware on your phone, and there could be data breaches too. This expose what you have online to hacking and someone getting access to it. But if you scribble it and keep it safe, there's no harm. Somebody, except if you personally carry your diary and give it to somebody, or you release that be your seed phrase. And in most cases, anytime you are creating a wallet, there's always that advice that you should never ever share your seed phrase or your private keys with anyone. Even if you belong to a group or an exchanger, they will always give you that warning that there's no exchanger or no admin that is managing a platform that will request you to give them your seed phrase and your private keys. So it's always a warning for us. So the best practice is offline storage is key. Store them offline. Have a diary that you have physical custody of that diary. It ensures physical security and it avoid any sort of digital storage. Yes, now we have cloud storage, which is a bit more secure as well. And you find, but in any case, you just you need a diary to sort out yourself at all times. So by keeping your seed phrase and private keys secure offline, you can significantly reduce the risk of losing your assets at any point in time. Thank you.
Oh, well, that's a real eye opener from our digital mama. A lot of people don't realize how vulnerable their phones really are. Now, let's
Yes.
take it a step further. What are some ways to protect your crypto exchange account from unauthorized access?
Yeah, to protect your crypto exchange accounts from unauthorized access. You should always remember this. Have strong passwords. Never use your date of birth as a password because
it is common.
it is common.
Yeah.
It is common. Never use your phone number as a password. It is common. So all we advise is that you use a unique, complex password for your accounts. It can be, but it has to be something that you will not forget. Because once you forget your password, you will be in trouble as well.
Yes, it's true.
So that's the issue of having a diary now comes in. You scribble that asset that you just created a wallet for, the password that you have generated by yourself, which you will never forget. If you wake up, if someone wakes you up from sleep now, you remember. Not you'll be thinking, what did I write? Can I remember this? So try as much as possible to adhere to that. Secondly, another security measure that one can have to secure one's wallet is the use of two-factor authentication. Ensure you enable two-factor authentication. Add more to the, you already have a password that is unique, that is complex. Then you can add two-factor authentication. There are apps on iOS and then Google, for you to have authenticate. That's the second, to authenticate that you are the person that has this very particular wallet. It will generate keys for you as well there, for you to match your account to that very particular Google Authenticator. So there are other authenticator apps online that you can use. So use apps like I said, like Google Authenticator. We have Authy as well. Then another security measure that is added up is SMS. Anytime you do a transaction, okay, it will require you to add your password, which you have created, which is unique. Another level will be Google Authenticator, two-factor authenticator. Another one is SMS, which will be sent back to your phone. Since it is you that has the phone, another person will not access your phone but you at that very particular time. And we should note that it normally gives you some few seconds to be able to impute the code that has been sent to your phone. That is just another security measure to ensure that you have, it is you that is the owner of that phone, not another person. Then we have email as well. You could send code to your email. It's you that has access to your email. So all you need to do is to go to your email, you see that code that has been sent to you when you are doing transaction in a crypto exchange. And there are other additional precautions that we should take. These are, you should avoid public Wi-Fi. Anywhere you go, you see Wi-Fi, you just log in and you want to do transaction, you want to perform a transaction in your wallet. It is prone to hacking because this public Wi-Fi is free for anybody to log into. So you don't know who is on the space at that very particular time. And you may likely fall a prey or a victim. Then always ensure that your app is up to date, is updated. Ensure your applications are updated from time to time because apps have updates. Maybe there are new features that have been added to that very particular app that holds your digital asset. So there's need for you to ensure you make sure it is updated at all times, and then be cautious of phishing sites. I remember some weeks back we talked about scam. So avoid unsolicited messages that are sent to you. If you did not solicit for a message, please don't click, because the moment you click, you make your app vulnerable. So avoid phishing links that are sent to you either on your email, on your phone, and what have you. Then it is advisable, if possible, for you to use VPN, virtual private network, for added security as well. So for an exchange, there are some exchanges that offer withdrawal whitelist, meaning you will be making consistent, so you can whitelist that very particular app or wallet that you have, that you are making transaction maybe consistently, because you don't want to be, each time you come, you have to look for it. You can whitelist it as well, which allows you to specifically approve your withdrawals, your withdrawal addresses. Then we expect you to use exchange-specific security measures, features. Just familiarize yourself anytime you register in an exchange. Make sure you go through the dashboard to familiarize yourself with what features are on the dashboard. So by implementing these security measures, you can significantly reduce risk of unauthorized access to your crypto assets and your accounts. Thank you.
You have given us great tips, but let's not forget the biggest mistake many people make with their crypto. Why should you avoid keeping large amounts of crypto on exchanges for a long time?
Yeah, this is critical. Thank you, Tochi. You should always avoid keeping large amounts of crypto on an exchange, because you are not the owner of that exchange. But you like we said earlier, you have your hard wallet, you have your other, apps that are decentralized, that you own them. So we advise you not to put your entire asset in an exchange, because anything can happen. There are security risks. Hacking could be one of them. Exchanges are prime targets of hackers, and there could be that results in security breach that can result in significant losses, because once an exchange is hacked, you have asset there, you are vulnerable, because part of what you own there will be hacked. Then if an exchange has insolvency, just like sometimes we have banks, that become insolvent, it will affect you. That is why it's not good to put all your eggs in one basket, because you have no control over an exchange. But you have control over your hard wallet. You have control over your decentralized app, like Trust Wallet, Token Pocket, SafePal, and their likes. But when you are on Binance and you put everything on Binance or everything on whatever, you will discover that if there's a security breach there, it affects you as a person, because you are not in control. But if it is your own personal decentralized wallet that you are the owner. So it is only you that can give somebody access to breach your account. So the best practice we encourage is that you use a secure wallet. store large amounts of crypto in secure wallets. Store what you need to use. Venture you are a trader, just put what you use to trade with. And when you get your profit, do well to be removing them to your secure wallet at all times. So this is what we expect. Always withdraw to a safe wallet. Even if you are on a centralized exchange to maybe convert your assets, immediately you finish conversion, ensure that you take it to a safe wallet, which you have absolute control over. You don't have to depend on an exchange because you're reliant on an exchange. Uh, Sometimes there are security issues that might arise. In fact, sometimes they may have challenges of updating, and then you are affected. When you want to use your assets, you could be affected. So I think by keeping large amounts of crypto on an exchange for an extended
Is the
period of
network issue from your side or from my side?
pardon, can you hear me?
Okay, I was asking. It seems it's. Of course, I can hear you.
Okay,
Your screen was cracking, but it's okay
okay,
now.
okay.
It's okay
I
now.
said, like I said earlier, I said keeping large amounts of crypto in an exchanger is not advisable at all. Why? Because they are they are subject to hacking, and an exchange could have insolvency. It can go bankrupt, and then you are affected. Same way in the banks, when you keep your money in the bank, and there's an issue, the bank has gone down the drain. Obviously, you cannot get your asset back.
Yeah.
That is why we advise, because you have no control over an exchange, you have to depend on them. It is not advisable for you to keep huge sums in an exchange. The best practice, like I said, is use a secure wallet. We have hardware wallets, we have decentralized wallets like Trust Wallet, SafePal, and their likes. You can, distribute your assets in wallets that you have personal control over. So anytime you do a volume of exchange or a volume of converting your digital assets, probably fiat to digital asset or digital asset to fiat, ensure that you withdraw them to safety where you have absolute control. So like I said, by keeping large amounts of crypto on an exchange for an extended period of time, you expose yourself to unnecessary risk. So it is recommended you use exchanges primarily for trading, and then you store your assets in a secure personal wallet that you have control over. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, Mrs. Poloma. You have been listening or watching Blockchain World, a program designed by Diaspora Digital Media in concert with Digital Assets Management Academy based in Abuja. Of course, what you've said is crystal clear. That brings us to what our viewers really need right now. That is the questions. It's time to hear from you, our live audience. If you have any question, drop them in the comment section, or you can raise a hand.
Chat box.
Drop any question. We have been talking about how to safeguard your cryptocurrency against any potential harm. Our digital mama has talked about the hardware wallet, the safest wallet in which you can save your digital currency. She also mentioned Grazer. I hope I'm correct. Is it Grazer or Crazer?
Trezor. Trezor.
Okay, okay,
Trezor.
T, Trezor. Okay, that's
Yeah.
good. Okay, she also mentioned ways, different, she pointed out different ways to protect your wallet. She talked about using a strong password, two-factor authentication use, SMS, email, and then she talked about the precautions. And some of the precautions are to avoid public Wi-Fi. Some people are fond of,
Mm.
begging for internet connection, and by doing so, they get themselves harmed. So you now hear it from our digital mama. Mind the way, be wary of internet connection with other users. Then she also talked about avoidance of unsolicited messages from users also. Then the use of virtual private network is also advised or encouraged. Then private, being familiar with the exchange, you know, the exchange space. So we're still waiting for your question. And if there is no question, we have to call it a day. We have to draw the curtain here. It has been a wonderful time with you, Mrs. Shifra Polova, our digital mama.
Hello, good evening,
That
good morning.
was,
Can you hear me?
of course, you are ahead. Go on.
Okay.
Go.
I just want to thank that woman for that enlightenment. All this while I've been thinking that exchanges is one of the best place to store your crypto. You understand? And all my assets has been in exchange apart from this body scan that we are just pushing, that I downloaded my Phantom wallet. Honestly, this what she said, I've learned a lot, which means I have to go and do the needful by moving some of the assets so to the decentralized, if I'm not mistaken. Abby,
Yeah,
thank you very much. I really appreciate that.
you're
Which
welcome.
means every day we learn a new thing.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't know, because when anytime you are listening or you are learning, they will always tell you that exchanges, they are like bank accounts. All this while I've been
Mm.
thinking that my
Mm.
assets, they are safe, nothing will happen. But from what you explained now about you having charge of your own accounts, like as in possession, if somebody don't have access to that 12 phrase or 24 phrase, nobody will access that account. But in exchange with your email or your password, they can easily have access or hack into your account. Thank you so much. That's my take today, this morning. God bless.
Uh,
Thank
we,
you.
app- we appreciate your comment, Alicia's data, even though I don't know the meaning of that name. But once there is
Okay,
data in it, it means,
that that's my name, and
okay.
that's what I do. I sell data, and
Of course.
I'm into telecommunication.
Okay,
So
you are
that
part of, you are part of the 21st century because data relates to what we are doing here.
I believe.
Yes, I'm correct. Yes.
Thank-
So thank you for
That's
your
right.
comment. I
You're
have
welcome.
we have two questions here in the comment section. First
Okay.
question is, I think you have answered the question, but it is from Paul Elumba. What are the
Okay.
risks of storing assets in hardware wallets? Could you give us just a recap of what you said earlier? Because I know you have answered the question.
Yeah, the risk of storing assets in
Assets
hardware.
in hardware
Yeah,
wallet. Okay.
in
Yes,
hardware
yes.
wallets, like I said, you have to in a hardware wallet, it's safer, but you ensure that you keep it safe, and whatever password you are using on your hardware wallet should be something that you remember, even though don't make it too familiar that somebody who knows you can hack into it. So the risk is if you throw the wallet away, if it falls by adventure, by carelessness, then you've lost everything. That's one of the risks, potential risks. So as far as we are concerned, the same way you will hold your special assets, for example, your ATM card. You wouldn't want to release your ATM card to anybody. The same way that hardware wallet, hardware wallet is a device that you have to keep safe. If it falls, peradventure gets lost accidentally, you lose everything.
All right.
I don't know
All right,
if I've
perfect.
answered
Oh, no,
Mr. Paul's
well understood. Well understood.
yeah.
The second question is, I didn't really understand the part of types of hardware. Do we get the hardware online or buy outside?
Yeah, most of these hardwares are bought online and they will deliver to you. It will be delivered, shipped to your destination. When you buy it online, it's a hardware. Like we said, hardware means it is something you hold, just like your ATM card. But that is not like a card. It comes in form of like a USB, a device, a small
Okay.
device meant for you to. So when you order it online, it will be shipped to the address that you impute while you were buying. You pay for it, you buy it. Thank you.
All right, I believe there are no more questions in the comment section. Wow, we have had a deep dive into crypto security. It was practical, sharp, and eye-opening. Massive thanks to you, our credible guest, Digital Mama Mrs. Shifra Poloma, wisdom wrapped in digital energy. Thank you very much.
Thank you, DDM, for having us.
Okay.
Dama Academy every Wednesday. We really appreciate. And for in-depth knowledge, we would want our listeners or our viewers to get across to Dama Academy for more knowledge. Sometimes you may want it personalized because you want special attention. So we offer both physical and online to cater for such needs. And then our free classes are available as well on Telegram. We have every Monday, 10 o'clock in the morning, and then 8 p.m. like West African time. And then every Wednesday, a time like this, collaborating with DDM, Diaspora Digital Media, to offer what we have. And then much later in the day, we have 8 p.m. as well on our Telegram group. And every Friday as well, we have presentations at 10 o'clock in the morning and then 8 p.m. as well. These ones are free for anyone to join. We encourage you to encourage everyone around you to come to this space and learn what it takes to be in the blockchain world. Thank you.
Thank you very much. You have heard our digital mama. If you want to avail yourself of this golden opportunity, then key into this digital moving train and then be happy. Now, to everyone watching, remember in the blockchain world, your assets are only safe, should I say, as safe as your knowledge. Don't just hold your coins, hold your security. Until next time, stay informed, stay encrypted, and stay in the blockchain world. Thanks for tuning in. I am Tochku Raphael of Wabaka. See you next time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All
See
right.
you also.